All right, guys, this one's a little behind schedule. Kraken 3 update right now. All right, man, so this is the update. Crazy, 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 crazy. Business is through the roof. Everyone's needing me more than I needed. Parts are not showing up for this build. This economy and this new government is not working. We are not finding bolts, boxes, foam to put on around, parts to put in boxes, and everything else has stolen my time. Besides that, the companies that I get supplies and parts from are dealing with the same crap, and that means a delay to me. Amazingly enough, going through even something as simple as trying to put the supercharger in the car and get some ducting and tube. I have Summit Racing here in town. That's huge. We go down, we could pick up anytime. I've done multiple KOH builds and redos, and I've never had an issue until now. I literally cannot get anything out of them. I'm going to Lake Bed and I'm not bringing a car. That's all there is to it. It's not going to be there. I was hoping. But hey, sponsors parts aren't here. There's just stuff that's not ready to go. Stuff has showed up too late, so on and so forth. Been busting my butt. Trying, and not kidding, 7 days a week, minimum of 12 to 16 hour days, even 18 hours days as of Monday. I'm exhausted. I spent the last 2 days, we're working on the RV, we're working on the trailer, we're working on the shop KRX, we're taking it to Hammers. We're still going to Hammers, guys. So if you're calling next week wondering why no one's answering the phone, I'm at Hammers and I'm on vacation. So if you guys want to go do some trail wheeling or something, hey, come by and see me. But there is a lot to talk about of what we have gotten done in the insane time frame we have. First of all is the Supercharged kit is open. It's here. It's sitting on the table. So let me start there by saying I would love to do an unboxing. There's not enough time in the day and so on and so forth. We're leaving for Hammers tomorrow. So at minimum, I want to show you guys what's on the table and talk about Kraftwerks and what they got. So for starters, I opened this box. It's got a license plate cover, awesome stickers everywhere, multiple individual boxes within the box. And they're all labeled with part numbers, so they know what was in every single kit and every single part number in every single one. I mean, everything in here, even down to a basic bottle of oil, is labeled with a decal and a sticker. It's pretty awesome. There's a lot to be said about Kraftwerks. You know, there's turbo companies, there's supercharger companies out there and this and that, but Kraftwerks has been around a while. If you look it up, I mean, they're making stuff for Jeeps, Hondas, big car manufacturers, let alone the UTV market, and I knew that. But when you open a box like this, it's like far exceeded my expectations, yeah, that, of what I was expecting, even down to the directions. You guys take a look at the directions. Now, this is like a first set, you know? I don't know if they're going to staple them or whatever, but I mean, it's full color, not black and white, and I'll show you on the table. It is everything you need down to piping, stencils, colored photos of everything in the car, where everything goes, how you do things, where piping goes. This is a company who cares and spends a lot of time to do this. I could tell you from making my own directions, you know, this took an insane amount of time. And I was like, I'm super impressed. So regardless, I'm running it. You guys know why I'm going to run it. Instant boost, blah, blah, blah. But hey, I want to say that about that company. And the fact that what I'm seeing is pretty surprising. A lot of people say and call me up and we got a pre-order on these things and everything else. And they go, well, you know, I'm just going to wait and see what other people say about it or what they think about the quality. Dude, these guys have been lagging, okay? I'm going to say something bad about them. They've been lagging. They've been pushing this behind. But they've been doing it for a reason. They're going to make sure it's 100% right before you get it. And when you put that tune in and you did it, man, if there's an issue, they're hoping it's on your end of the install or something else. But that says a huge thing about a company. I think a lot of you watch this and know Me and my wife are all about customer service and taking care of people. Dude, that's how these guys are, and they're not going to push this out until it was done. Well, it's done, man. So in my belief, I believe it's being released while we are at Hammers. So you may see it here first. And much appreciated to those guys. And next, let's talk about the car. Now you're going to walk across this shop and you're going to see it's an absolute disaster. Non-stop, working, and a million things to do. We have taken things off, we've put them on. We have done so many different things to this car. But it's still just, man, things down to little tubes. You can't get intercooler booting, just crazy stuff. So I'll kind of show you what I did. What's the most obvious? The panels. If you guys see the panels, they're nothing like the original Wraith. The original Wraith, they were kind of shortened, and they were cut off here, and they were kind of cut off back here. I thought in this car, because of the length and everything else, it would be a cool change. So I added a little front fender type section, and I added the rear fender section. Actually made a bunch of paperboard and taped it up there and stared at it for a few nights before I decided to make them, but they're done. Quarter turns are in. They're all fully bead-rolled, sanded. Ton of work. Dashboard is completely finished and finalized. That's all ready to go, including the hood. The hood was a ton of work, and it turned out beautiful in my opinion. We had some different ideas of doing it over the shock brace and things like that, but this is the simplest, cleanest way. And if you look, this is the fuel rollover valve. That will be for tech inspection and things like that. That's just a fuel cutoff. And then you look over here, this is actually the fuel fill. So you can remove and replace this cap or fill your gas right there. But what else? Shocks have still not showed up. Shocks are not here, but they were nice enough to take a set off of their own car, send them to me, and so I could finalize my mock-up and get everything welded. This is where we're at. Everything works. Everything we built so far is good. And you notice these too. These walkers have a huge 3-inch rear body, which is pretty massive. Everything just barely clears, which is cool. So many things. Front suck down winch is finally done. The cable's in. The winch is not in, but the cable assembly and how we're routing it with the wheels and everything is all in. So that's all there. And that turned out pretty good. I finished doing the custom radiator, custom tubes, custom fan shroud, 13-inch full-on automotive electric fan. KRX has had some issues with the electric fan area. They don't seem to last a huge long time. So I went to a full automotive 13-inch grade 1 and got all the mounting in. Now I got to figure out all the plumbing. This is actually the Supercharger Oil Cooler from Kraftwerks, which is pretty awesome. And another thing to mention too, something I was completely unaware of. This is a full boost box from Kraftwerks. This replaces your entire plastic intake assembly, and you pretty much just put this on. Now your air inlet is shoved in right there, coming right out the side of the intercooler. So it works out real well. I don't know, man. That's it, guys. Dude, sucks. This is where we're at. I wanted to be further. But man, I'm going to Lake Bed. We're going to Hammers. I love Hammers. We're going to go do some crawling. We're going to do some wheeling. If you guys see us, come by. Dude, we got coolers, our cozies. We got stickers and stuff. But dude, we're just going to go to wheeling. So if you got a KRX, hit us up. Let's go out. Let's have some fun. But keep in mind, man, there's no cell phone reception out there. There's not much of any way of communicating out there. But hey, if you see us, track us down. Let's go have some fun. And I'm looking forward to my first real vacation of the year, and unfortunately the car's not going to be in a lake bed. Hey, but that's how it goes. So anyways, Kraken 3 update. This is Jake at Full Access UTV. You guys, please like and subscribe. Much appreciated, me and my family. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks for watching.